For more on protecting our values, Canadian values, against cultural crimes, let's turn to National Post columnist Barbara Kay. Barbara, what do you think Canada should do about dishonor killings?
Okay, first we have to disagree about the word dishonor. I think they are honor killings because they are done out of a sick sense of honor, but honor is a neutral term. Honor does not mean morality, and these guys, whether you like what their honor consists in or not, I don't think we should use a word, any other word than the word they use. It is an honor killing. That said, what can we do about it? Well, the difference between these crimes and ordinary murders of women is that these are crimes of conspiracy. I like the message that was sent here because they said that the judge said it doesn't matter who actually killed those girls with their own hands or who put them in the canal. It was a crime that was committed by everybody because it was facilitated by the whole family. And that is the problem with honor crimes, is that it has a ritual quality and it has a collective murderer. You know, it's calmly planned. It's not done in the heat of passion. But I think we have to apply the limit of the law to them, and they did in this case, and that's good.
So that means, Barbara, that means we do nothing different than what we've just done.
I'm not sure if you can go beyond what we've just done. I think that what we have to do to prevent these crimes in the future is to make sure that women are educated about their rights here, that community leaders are doing their part in sending a message about how Canadians feel about this concept of honor. We have a big educational job ahead of us, and the trouble with these people like Shafia, who's an extreme example, is they are not deterred by threats of punishment. I think he meant it when he said, even if they hoist me up into the gallows. I think he meant it that he would rather die than see himself shamed in his community, or he thought he would be shamed in his community. So we have to approach this in a holistic way and make sure whole communities understand that they cannot endorse or stand silent around these kinds of attitudes.
Barbara, help me with something here. If on the one hand, if on the one hand you say that they just ought to be told, sort of to check their baggage at the door, but based on the tape, it's clear that the baggage isn't like regular baggage that you can check at the door. The baggage is inside them to the point where even the threat of maximum punishment doesn't deter them.
It's worse than that.
What on earth are we talking about?
Yeah.
There's no program that's going to rewire the Shafias.
No, they're not the Shafias themselves. But here's something we can do. We can do cultural training of social workers, police, and teachers. These girls did ask for help, but their stories kept changing. The social workers actually went to the home and in front of them they asked them in front of their father if this was true, if they were unhappy. That was a very stupid thing to do because the one thing they're never going to do is to complain in front of their father. So we need the interveners. We need the front lines of social services and law enforcement to be trained in cultural competency, to understand what these people may be thinking in their homes, what kind of a collective pattern is going on in the home. And when they start to know how to question the girls, when they know how to question the parents, I think we'll see different outcomes. And as the girls get educated as to what path to follow, we have to outline a path for them to follow. Are you suffering in your home? Is this happening to you? Here are the steps to follow. We will protect you. We will not send you back to your home if you are being abused in this way. So I think the answer really is education of everybody.
So you think that if all of these things were done, the Shafias would not have been motivated to murder their
No, I don't
daughters?
think it would have helped the Shafia family. And they might have tricked the girls into coming back home. But those girls should have been removed from the home. They wanted to be. If that had happened, might have saved their life. But in terms of changing those parents, no, that was never going to happen. But the important thing is that we start heading off other situations at the pass. And I think there is hope that we can do that. And I think there are ways that we can do that.
Barbara, how many girls do you think are in homes right now in this country afraid of doing anything to make their dads angry? How many?
I know that there are
just a small handful?
Oh, no, there are thousands and thousands.
So do you want to start removing thousands of people?
Well, the girls themselves have to ask for help. That is going to be difficult because they are afraid. But certainly teachers and social workers and educators can come to their schools and talk to them about what they have the right to do, what they can do.
Barbara, don't you think it would be a whole lot simpler not to bring people into this country who have their daughters and wives living in fear of them? Wouldn't that be a lot more practical?
How are we going to weed those people out, Charles? I mean, I don't know how you're going to do that.
That to me is the most important discussion. How do we do proper screening?
Yeah,
Barbara,
we have to do it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Charles.